So if you want, go ahead and jam out to your favorite songs. Go ahead and turn some music on that makes you move. Make sure you got some space. First things first, and most important, guys, don't forget to set your watch. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and sit down on the floor. Take a moment. Go ahead and find that crisscross applesauce. So bring the soles of your feet together into our butterfly pose. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a couple of good deep breaths in. Let's exhale. Start to close the eyes. Big breath. Inhale long through the spine. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale long through the spine. Exhale, let it go. Lots of extra crazy stuff going on in our worlds right now. So what do we need to do? We need to take a little bit of time, just right here, right now, set our intention for our practice. We're going to get moving and we're going to get grooving. But right now, take these next few breaths just for you. One more. Let it go. Find ourselves coming into that all fours position. Place the hands right underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Untuck the toes and allow the knees right underneath the hips. Exhale, arch through the spine, tuck the tail, squeeze the nose towards the belly button, and reverse it out. Shoulders roll back and down as the chest comes through the window of the arms. Starting to wake up the spine here in our cat and cow. Exhale as we arch it up. Inhale as we scoop it through. Just a couple of more. Remember, guys, it's about up and down. It's not about front to back. Once more, and we're going to find that neutral spine. Drop the high knee all the way down to the heels. Slide the arms forward and find that child's pose. Inhale it forward, shoulders over wrists, enduring kneeling plank. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Inhale through the chest up, just a little bit of a baby cobra, and release it down to the ground. Inhale through the kneeling plank. Exhale, high knee to heels, child's pose. Shift it forward, looking at the place between our hands. We're going to step the right foot forward and bring that chest up tall. Release it down. Right knee back, high knee to heels, child's pose. Inhale it forward, shoulders over wrist. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale through a baby cobra, lift a little bit taller, and release. Inhale up, exhale back to child's pose. Look at the place between our hands, and this time the left foot steps forward. Bring those hands up to the thigh. And release it down. Take that knee back to meet the other one. High knee to heels, child's pose. Inhale it forward, shoulders over wrists. Tuck the toes underneath and lift the legs straight. Press the back of the knees to the sky. Float the hips to the heavens and the heels to the earth, downward facing dog. Take a moment or two to bicycle those feet. Shake out the head. Do whatever we need to do to let go of any tension and tightness we have through the entire back side of the body. We've been doing a lot of extra sitting or maybe a lot of extra running. We just need to take a moment. Once more to each side. Lift up on both sets of tippy toes and drop those heels back. Walk the hands back towards the feet, taking as many hand holds as we need to today to get ourselves to that forward fold. Go ahead and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, sweep it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive it just halfway down. Hands to thighs or hands to the shins. Once more, tuck the chin to the chest, roll it towards the thighs and all the way up. Inhale, circle, sweep it up. Take those arms, exhale, swan dive it halfway down. Hands to thighs, hands to shins. Maybe we can even find those fingers towards the floor as long as the spine is still straight. Tuck the chin to the chest, and we're going to round it all the way up. Shoulders back and down. We're going to come through a quick jack series, then we'll get into it. We're going to go 5 jumping jacks. Arms all the way up, all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seal jacks. Arms are out in front. We're going to open and close those arms just like a seal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last but not least, step those feet wide, arms crossed, and we're going to take it open, up, and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lost an earbud. It's okay. Go ahead and take a moment, take a breath. Find any extra space that you need. Make sure that music is going, moving, and a grooving. We're going to get started with our first move in just about 30 seconds. I know, totally unprofessional, but I need gum. So again, a HIIT class, we're going to have 2 rounds here, guys. We're going to work through 8 rounds of 40 seconds of work and 10 seconds of recovery. So in just about 15 seconds, we're going to get started on our first combination. We're going to start with a triple squat to a pop jack. Visual people, go ahead and watch real quick for me. We're going to sit it down. 1, 2. On that third one, hands go down, feet come out in the plank. Bring the feet forward and the chest comes up. If we need to, we can always step it out instead. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, squat. 2, 3. Remember, today it's all about your own range of motion, what your body's okay with doing, where we're working today. Halfway through. Come on, guys, 10 seconds. Then we're going to a downward facing dog. Take it out into that plank, hips to the sky, heels to the earth. Downward facing dog. Enjoy that relaxation through the armpits. We got about 5 seconds, so let's go and walk those feet up towards our hands. We're going to come into an alternating curtsy lunge. Reach that right leg behind, reach that left leg behind, and begin. So what we're working on is reaching that leg back and over, but keeping those hips and those headlights facing the same direction. Halfway. Keep the hips underneath the shoulders. Don't quit, guys. We got 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and take that right leg back. Bring it all the way down to the ground. Reach those arms up if you'd like. Here in our crescent lunge. If it's more comfortable, hands can just stay on that thigh. In about 5 seconds, we're going into our running men or women, depending on how we identify today. Hands down the ground. Let's go ahead and drive those knees up. Keeping those shoulders right over the wrists. Again, it's not about front to back, but it's about bringing those knees in using the lower abdominals while keeping the upper body straight and tight. Halfway. Come on, you guys got it. 10 little seconds. All the way down to our tummies. Left arm forward, reach back. Find that right foot. Press out, open through the shoulder. Again, the more we press our foot into our hand, deeper stretch we feel. Or we can bring that heel in a little bit. Stretch through that quad. We're coming into a full release push-up. Starting here on our knees if we need to. We're going to take it all the way down. Release those hands. Let's begin. And we can come into that full push-up with the release. Awesome. If we need to go somewhere in between, maybe we push here, find those legs straight, and lower it down. More than halfway through already. Come on, guys, you're stronger than you think. We got 10 seconds, and we're going to child's pose. Next time you find the floor, untuck the toes, all the way back to child's pose. Take a moment, take a breath, let the upper body melt. Okay, dokes, we're coming into one of my favorite moves because they look so stinking adorable. Swimmers, on your belly, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. At speed, let's go. It's uncomfortable here to hold everything up. Maybe it's twinging on the lower back. Again, we can always go one side at a time. Keep that head in alignment. We don't need to look at the wall in front of us. We can keep those eyes ever so slightly down. Halfway. Come on, just because you're alone at home doesn't mean you can quit early. 10 seconds. Let's go all fours. Cat and cow it out. Exhale, arch it up. Inhale, scoop it through. Come on, enjoy this time. We like the lows because the highs get hard. Rolling onto that left elbow. We're going to lift it into our side plank. Right knee comes in, we go up, we bring it back down and tap it down. Let's go. Maybe a little too much. We can always put that left knee down on the ground. Find ourselves here. Want a little more of the challenge? We can always take those hands to the hips, reach the arm to the sky for the second half. Ten seconds. And relax. Woo! We're going to go ahead and take it all the way up. Stand it up tall. Arms up. We're going side bend to the right. Side bend to the left. Make sure you got room. We are going into our inchworms. No push up at the end. So we walk it out into that plank position. Walk the feet forward. Stand it up tall. Hands down. Walk the feet out. Walk the hands back. Stand it up tall. Come on. More than halfway through already. Keep that spine straight. If we need to, we can always bend the knees when we fold it forward. 10 seconds. Find yourself at the back of the mat in that forward fold. Let everything hang heavy. We got one more, guys. One more exercise in this first section. We're going to take those feet wide. Hands come down to the ground. We're going to come into our rabbit. So we're working the underneath side of the armpits. Press the hands down on the ground and pull yourself forward. Then we're going to walk it back. Let's begin. Having trouble with that low range of motion? That's totally okay. We can go ahead and stand it up, give it a jump, and walk it back. Come on, more than halfway through. And then we're going to have a whole big long minute to rest. Last 5 seconds. Okie dokes. Booty down, feet up, hands to feet, happy baby. We can rock it left. We can rock it right. Woo. Whatever feels good for you. Okie dokes. This next minute is yours. You got 60 seconds to breathe. Grab a little drink of water, adjust your yoga clothes as necessary, have a quick little dance party, figure out why your earphones aren't working, the whole 9 yards. Okay, dokes, guys, we got about 30 seconds, and we're going to get into round number 2. Another 8 exercises, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of recovery, and then we'll repeat all the way through. We get about 15 seconds. We're going to get started down on the ground. We're going to get into our bicycles in just about 10 seconds, but we're only going with our right side. So right foot stays planted. Left foot goes out. Left arm is out. We're coming here. Let's go. Tap that elbow to the knee. Think about looking out to that left hand. Really twist through the torso. A little more than halfway. We've got about 15 seconds. Come on, we're coming to a recline twist from here. Don't quit early. Right arm out, knees in, twist to the right. Ooh. You get about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds, we'll come into the next exercise. So if you visual folks, again, I'm going to start early. We go hips up, right in our crowd walk. Left foot, right arm, and switcheroo. Let's begin. Walk it forward as far as you can. Walk it back as far as you can. Remember, we're going on opposite sides. Don't let that same side move. Straighten those arms. Feel that tricep burn. Lift those hips. Squeeze through the glutes. I'm going to have a virtual crab feast on Sunday with my friends because we've been doing so many crab walks in the house. Keep those hips up. Sit it into our butterfly. Right hand comes to the top of the back. Find that left elbow upon the, or find that left hand upon the elbow. If we weren't having enough fun yet, the party is going to get started. Let's get into that sit up, roll up, stand up, jump up, and take it back down. If we need to, we can always stand it up, come to those tippy toes. Having trouble finding ourselves going all the way up, you can take it right here to that squeeze. Come on, guys, we're working through it. Let's go. Halfway. Come on, just 10 seconds. Let's get one more in. Let's go ahead and sit in our staff pose. Hands come behind, fingers point towards the tush. Roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe. Closer those hands are together, closer they are to the tush, the more we can open through the chest. Keeping hands where they are, let's everybody bend the elbows down, point the toes. We're going to the left, we're going to the right. Halfway point, I want to add a little bit more. Bring that chest up and release it down. 15 seconds. Last 5, don't stop. Ooh, roll it into that all fours position. Take the hands, turn them onto the back, and stretch out those wrists. If it's too much, one at a time. We're going to go hip circles on the left-hand side. Go ahead and pick that left leg up, knee towards the elbow, draw a big old circle. Let's go. The halfway point, we will switch directions. Keep that heel squeezed towards the high knee. Keep the right hip stacked on top of the right knee. Switch directions, we're moving through the back. Speaking of that back, make sure we're keeping it flat. We're working through the glute, not through the spine. Five seconds, that's a couple more circles, let's go. Shift that left leg forward, we're going pigeon. Should feel this in the outside of the left hip. Don't let yourself collapse over, but keep that weight centered right down through the middle. Halfway through block number 2. Elbows down on the ground and we're going into plank jacks. We can either tap that toe or we can jump. Let's go. Try to minimize the jumping and the popping of those hips. It's not a little Saturday night action. Think about open and close. Halfway there. Tighten those tummies, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tummies down. Press it up into that cobra. Breathe, team. We're going to take it into our dolphin push-ups. So ideally we're here in a short downward facing dog. We tap the elbows down and we press the arms straight up. Too much today? Take it down to the knees here and press it up. Remember, we're thinking about pressing down through the ground. Come on. Shift forward into those toes to put more weight into the upper body. Halfway. Come on, those shoulders should be burning. In 3, 2, 1. Leave those elbows down. Start to walk those feet a little bit closer. Press up to those palms. Walk those hands all the way back. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We're going 2 hops forward, 1 hop back. Visual. 1, 2, big jump back. And repeat. Let's go. 1, 2, big jump back. If you find yourself with no more room to jump forward, feel free to go ahead and turn it around. Take 2 little hops, 1 big one. Come on, more than halfway there, and then we're going to get a break. Come on. So close. And let's ragdoll it out. Everything's heavy. Heart rate comes down. 10 seconds. Whew. Roll it out, shake it out. Grab a drink of water. The 60 seconds is yours. Remember, round number 2 always seems, or block number 2, I guess, always seems the longest. We got 2 more working blocks in 16 minutes work. We're halfway done. If you guys are listening to music, of course, these rest times can always be an impromptu dance party. I don't have babies or dogs or anything to entertain you while I'm down in the basement, so you've got me. Okay, guys, we got about 10 seconds, just about 10 seconds. Remember where we started before? It's okay if you don't, that's why I'm here. We got that triple squat to a pop jack. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, sit, jump it back. Come on, halfway. You guys are killing it. It's hard to work out by yourself. No one to make sure that you're doing it right, but you guys are amazing. Hands down. Plank it out, hips up, heels to the floor. 10 seconds, we'll come to that curtsy lunge. Again, alternating that leg. So go ahead and step it up. Right leg back, left leg back. Let's go. Want to add a little bit more? We curtsy lunge out, bring the knee up. It's too much rhythm for me. Come on, we got 15. have no rhythm for those of you who hang out my class all the time. Left leg's gonna go back. Knee down to the ground, we got that crescent lunge. If you want to, we can always reach those arms up to the sky. 5 seconds, we're fighting those running men. Or ladies. Again, plank position, belly button in. Let's go. Too much intensity, we can always take it into that knee drive. Either way, we're making sure those shoulders stay over the wrist. Don't let that body run away. Halfway. Squeaky floor. 10 seconds. Okay, tummy's down. Right arm forward. Reach back for that left foot. Press through that foot. Open through the shoulder. Keep the hips down. Lift through the chest. Release the chest. Squeeze the heel towards the high knee. Get a little bit of a quad stretch. Go in those full release push-ups. Let's go. All the way up. Down, let go of those hands. How close can you keep those elbows to the body? Think about that chaturanga push-up. Remember, we're also keeping those toes down on the ground. Don't let ourselves use them as a ballast. We're halfway through. Can we upgrade to that full push-up? It's tough, but you know what? You guys are tougher. Let's go. We got one more in us. Child's pose. Good. We're going to roll it onto that right side. Right elbow down on the ground. Lift up those hips and let's go. Bring that knee in, open it up, bring it back and send it out. Once more, if we need an option, we can always take that knee down. If we need a challenge in either of these two poses, we can always take that arm up. Halfway. Keep those hips facing forward. Just use those glutes to open the leg. It's not a big movement. 5 seconds. Relax that hip down. We're going to stand it all the way up. Widen those feet. Arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the sky. We bend it left. You bend it right. We got those inchworms. So we're going to add a jump if you'd like. So hinge it over, walk it all the way out. Come on, you guys are coming with me. Jump those feet forward, stand it up tall. Hinge it over, jump those feet back. Walk those hands in. Bring it up tall. So again, the hands are always going to walk and the feet will jump. If we need to, we can take it back to that individual walking step. It's up to you and your body. We're halfway through. Next time we find those hands to those feet, let's go and fold it forward. Think about reaching out through the back side of the knees, about pulling the belly button in and wrapping the ribs up, out, and over those kneecaps. One more, rabbit. So feet go wide. We're going to pull the body forward. Let's begin. Again, we can hop it back or continue that walk. Think about keeping those eyes up, pulling that chest forward. Booty low, chest up. Can you get those hands or feet past those hands? Come on, we got 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Whew. Happy baby. Oh, that's so good I forgot what we're doing. Let's see if we can take those hands to the outside of the feet. Let everything ease down. Rock it left to right and right to left. We know it's also known as wind removing pose. So if you toot a little, just giggle. Whew. One more. We're going to roll it over on our tummy as we got those swimmers. Reach it up. Changing up the body helps, changing up the exercises helps confuse the body. We do the same exact thing all the time in that same pattern, then our body starts to find ourselves plateauing. Let's lift it up, 10 seconds. And release it out. Last but not least, we're coming into that cat and cow before we find the minute for you. We can think about that same principle here in our weird, crazy new world that we're hanging out in. If we find ourselves not spending a lot of time dedicated to actually accomplishing tasks, we can find ourselves starting to wander away. So change up the routine ever so slightly, but keep a routine. Make sure that you're finding yourselves with the same patterns, but new ways to keep your brain engaged. Got about 45 seconds. We'll do the last one. Round number 3 is always the quickest. We are going to start down on the ground, so if you want to grab a drink of water, you're welcome to do so. But then let's kick it here. What's more fun than getting the opportunity to lay down? Okay, so we got about 15 seconds, and then our last 8-minute chunk of work. It's only actually about 6 minutes and 40 seconds of work. The rest is all recovery and change. We're going to start with that bicycle, but this time we are going on the other side. So we're going to use that left arm and the right leg. Go ahead and bring that right arm out, extend, and squeeze. Really try to get that left shoulder way up off the ground for halfway. Come on, guys, we got about 10 seconds. You got this. And twist. Take those knees to the right. Look over that left shoulder. Feel that relaxation all the way across the torso. We're going to go into our crab walks. Roll it into the midline, sit it up tall. Reach it up. We're going to walk it forward and walk it back. Keep those hips up tall. Remember, we're going opposite, so left leg, right arm. Halfway, guys. Ten little ones. I know, we're almost there. We'll stretch out that tricep. Woo! Sit it down. Take that left hand to the top of the back. Right hand finds the elbow. Once more, we're going to switch up the pattern from the last one. Go ahead and take those elbows down onto the ground. We're going into our rainbow legs. This halfway point, you want to make it a little more exciting. We can always lift up as those legs come center. Keep those legs straight. Come on, we got 10 seconds. Woo. Take those elbows and forearms down to the ground. Extend the legs out. Roll the shoulders back and down to lift the chest up. Pull the derriere towards the fingertips. Reclined fish. We got about 5, and then everyone's favorite one, the block. We're going to roll it up. We're going to stand it up. We're going to jump it up. Let's go. Again, any part of this not working for us, whether it's the roll up, whether it's the sit up, whether it's the jump up, we just change it up. You can always take it here. Whatever your body is willing to do, whatever you can do to move today. Ten seconds. Next time we go down, we're going to roll it into our all fours position. Let's go ahead and turn the hands around so the fingers point towards the kneecaps. Drop the booty down. Got 4 more to go, guys. Hip circles. We're going to take it on to the right hand side. Go ahead and squeeze that knee towards the elbow. Big circle out. Let's get started. Remember, we're moving through the hip. We're not moving through the spine. And other direction. Bring that knee forward. Keep the foot flexed and the heel squeezed towards the glute. 10 seconds. Ooh, swing that right leg forward. Slide into that pigeon. 10 seconds. We're going to our forearm plank jacks. Again, you have the opportunity to step, or you can take it into that jump. Elbows and forearms down on the ground, open and close. Let's begin. Again, we'd rather keep those shoulders over the elbows and keep the hips low than make big jumping steps and have that booty bounce around. Halfway. Ten seconds. No reason to quit now. Last 5. It's tough. Come on. In 3, 2, 1. Down. Elbows and forearms stay here. Lift the chest to North Sphinx. So how do we do that? Press into those palms and press the chest away from the hands. 2 more, guys. Dolphin push-ups again from our knees or from our toes. Let's begin. If we need to, we can always come down 1 at a time and rise back 1 at a time. But remember, you need to alternate which side we lift and lower with. Keep those biceps glued to the ears. My sweaty hands are making me slide. Woo! 15. Come on, team. Elbows down, knees down. Take a moment to draw some circles with the shoulder. Draw them the other direction. Stand it up tall. We're going to take it 2 hops left, 2 hops right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, guys, halfway. Add a little squat at the end to give yourself a little more power. Again, having trouble with those jumps, shuffle step it right, shuffle step it left. Jump, and rag doll it out. Ooh. Shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Go ahead and bend the knees. Bring the feet down, or hands down to the floor. Sit that keister down. Stem the legs out long in front. Just a little bit of popcorn. 2 minutes in our cool down. Then you guys are all finished. So let's go and stretch one leg at a time. Bend this right knee, bring the right foot into the inside of the thigh. Sit up tall, extend the arms out, and hinge it forward. Remember, we're not curling up like a potato bug, but instead think about taking the middle of the sternum right towards the big toe. We don't have to do it by turtling the chin. We keep the spine in one good line. Just like we always say, think up, out, and over. It's going to sit up tall. Keeping this right leg here, we're going to go ahead and kick that left foot behind us, coming into our mermaid pose. Let's try to keep that left hip down on the ground, even if it means the right knee rises. Inhale, sweep it all the way up to the sky. Exhale as we twist towards the right knee. Left hand is going to come to the top or the outside of the right knee as right hand comes behind. Again, press that right hip down towards the floor. Press the left hip down to the floor. Inhale tall through the spine and look over the right shoulder just a little bit more. Release it out. We have two options here. We can bring our feet to butterfly, or we can take this left leg and stack it on top of the right. Ankle to ankle, or ankle to the knee. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Exhale, fold it forward. We should feel this compression on the inside of the left hip. Feel the stretch on the outside of the left hip. We can continue to pull the chest forward. We can always take it down to elbows and forearms. Remember, the minute you round, though, that is the end of your range of motion today. It's not a judgy. It's just where you are. Make note of it. Take a deep breath in. Fold a little bit deeper. And bring it up tall. So ever so slightly, just lift up that left leg and extend the right leg out long. Foot to the inside of the thigh. Pull the toes back to the nose. Sit up tall. Extend the arms out. Squeeze underneath the armpits and exhale, hinge it forward. So don't think about reaching out through the arms. Think about if you had sponges underneath your armpits and you didn't ever want them to drop down to the ground. Keeping the chest moving, not the arms. Go ahead and sit it up tall. We're going to kick the right heel towards the high knee. Again, we're going to find ourselves rolling forward. Press that right hip back down to the ground, even if it means the left knee comes up off the floor. Let's go ahead and inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, twist, right hand, left knee, left hand behind. We don't want to come back into a rounded spine. We never want to twist a rounded spine. That way we risk injury. If we always think long and tall when we inhale, exhale as we twist without losing any length. Bring it back through midline. We have that outer hip stretch on the other side. Again, butterfly, ankle to ankle, or foot into our half lotus. Inhale up, exhale forward. Keep pulling the chest forward, keeping the chin in alignment. So again, we're not reaching forward, not tucking in. One good straight line from the crown of the head to the tip of the tail. Go ahead and bring it up tall, swing those legs around into that all fours position. One good cat and cow. Exhale, arch it up. Inhale, squeeze it through. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Walk those hands back towards the feet. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. When you reach the top, roll the shoulders back and down. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Round of applause for yourself. A round of applause for all the friends who joined us today. Thank you guys so much for working out with me. Again, my name is Mel, hanging out here a couple times a week, doing live shows with all the other teachers here at Yoga Factory. We miss you, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a great rest of the day. Have a good sweat. Bye.